The Holy See continues to commemorate the 10th anniversary of the election of Pope Francis. EWTN News Rome correspondent Colm Flynn recently sat down with Archbishop Paul Gallagher, who works closely with the Holy Father on a number of issues, including efforts to bring peace and stability to the world.
And is this something that the Holy Father and the Holy See would like to try and use their diplomatic efforts towards more in the future, as we see the power shift in the Catholic Church going from the Northern to the Southern Hemisphere, and many countries across Africa and in Latin America where they could use help in restoring peace and maintaining peace?
Well, it's not just initiatives from Rome or by the Holy Father. Obviously, the Holy See encourages the local churches, the local church leadership to engage with the political authorities when there are conflicts and come and bring people together. And that's very often that's the big problem. Who has the power to convoke both government authorities and opposition and protesters? And that's quite often is the church, because the church remains a credible institution in many countries of the world.
And can you talk a bit about the fruits of some of the previous papal visits? Maybe when we look back at the past 10 years of Pope Francis's pontificate, I'm thinking primarily 2 years ago, I think this month, the incredible trip, historic trip to the nation of Iraq. Yeah. And I remember speaking to you on the plane on the return journey, and you were quite emotional when you were recounting that trip and thinking of the people that you met and such hardship they'd been through.
I think we were also emotional because the trip to Iraq involved certain security considerations and certain security risks, and so when we were on the way back, we were all quite
relieved.
Happy to be on our way home safe and sound, and that was also true for the Holy Father. No, the Iraq trip was important, perhaps the most important visit of the pontificate so far, because the Pope had already made, shall we say, significant gestures to the Sunni Muslim community, particularly his friendship and his relationship with the Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, Sheikh al-Taib. And they had then signed the document on human fraternity during the Pope's visit to Abu Dhabi. But that was the Sunni world. The Shia world, understandably, may have felt unintentionally that it was being excluded. So the fact that the Pope said, we'll go to Iraq, I want to go to Najaf, and I want to meet Sheikh al-Sistani, the leader of the Shia Muslims in Iraq, and some would say the most prominent Shia leader in the world. And this was a bold gesture, a bold step. And it really was reciprocated by al-Sistani, who was multiple gestures of respect, of affection, and of esteem for the Holy Father. So that was, I think, a remarkably important visit.